across every team. David, thank you. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Tatum and Cantor together down low. And it's Walker in at the 1 spot. And for the Rockets, Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East.
And the basket by Harden.
Whenever Harden sprints inside, man, I love it. Has so many ways he can finish near the basket.
Walker finds Hayward. Back to Walker. 4 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. The turnaround, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Westbrook with it. Harden outside. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Harden's got 5 now.
Yeah, the range of Harden deserves a lot of respect because his form is really almost perfect. He's never off balance when he shoots the three-point shot. He's always got his legs under.
Houston has come out of the gates quickly. Covington dishes to Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Kicks it out to Harden. From past the arc, and another 3 for Houston.
Now you got to remember that Harden has a quick trigger, staple gun quick. This guy is looking to score as soon as the ball touches his hands.
Walker the pass to Cantor. Outside Tatum. Shoots over Tucker, and there's the bucket from Tatum.
Tatum is a scorer, but he also has solid court vision. Really good job of using his quickness to penetrate to the basket.
Now here's Westbrook. Walker with some nice D. And so it's Walker with it who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. 6-point game. Brown kicks to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Harden draws the double. Here's Tucker. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now, here's Cantor. Poked away. Gordon against Hayward. Over Gordon. Hayward can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Eric Gordon.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Now Cantor. Back to Walker. Rocket 6. Offensive rebound Celtics. Tries again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And as a team, excellent a season ago. About 80% when they got to the line.
That free throw, no good.
Well, you know, guys, with the style of offense the Rockets play, they hear some criticism. They look for fouls, they want to draw fouls, and they shoot a ton of threes. No matter what the game situation is, they're jacking up threes. it does polarize some fans and purists who follow the game.
And the second free throw, good. And with the Rockets, they've heard plenty about how they look for fouls.
And that's a big part of how they attack. I mean, they want to draw fouls, want to get to that foul line. They make no bones about it. But because of the pace of play being as slow as it was for them, they were third in that category. They also were third in free throws made.
Brown drives in, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one's on Eric Gordon.
And, you know, Brown really forcing the issue there on the drive, making sure that he drew contact.
And for Jaylen Brown, part of the challenge last season, especially with the return of Gordon Hayward, was meeting the high expectations, Greg, in a reduced role.
Competition for minutes, and then early on, he struggled. We all see the potential, but it's really about seizing the moment every time you're on the court.
That free throw good from Brown.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
And Brown drops them both.
And for so many things that the Rockets do right, one area they can lapse in is rebounding.
Yeah, and a big part of that, I think, is they play a lot of small ball, and the defense is decent, but the rebounding suffers when they go small. They were bottom 3 in the league last year in rebounding. Good read from Tatum that time. Saw the defense had overcommitted and then made them pay with the sweet dime. Well done.
Outside Westbrook. With the teardrop, and Cantor pulls it down.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Harden finds Gordon. Here's Covington, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
You know, in addition to being a fantastic shooter, Covington is also an incredible athlete. Somebody who looks to drop the hammer when he's free near the hoop.
And that one, good.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Westbrook against Walker. Bucket is good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Passes it to Tatum. A shot off that time. The Rockets go the other way with it. Here's Harden. And the layup's good off the glass. Harden's got 10 points in the game.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Houston. Here's Walker. Pass to Tatum. Brown outside. Tatum with it, and it's Harden picking him up, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Cannot let Tatum roll to the bucket, Kevin. When he's got a head of steam, he's going to finish with power.
Brown against Harden, and Chandler throws it down.
You know, the athletic game of Chandler helps tremendously. He's awesome at flying up to complete alley-oops.
Walker dishes to Hayward. Pass to Cantor. Celtics passing it around. Shot's good by Walker.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
It's
Talk about bringing the heat, the thunder, and the lightning on that pound. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
And finished off by Brown.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd pleasing already.
Now here's Harden. He's got 12. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaylen Brown.
And you got to know Harden's looking to get to the line. I mean, one of the best in the game at going right into the defender and drawing fouls. shooting 2.
You throw good, James Harden. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
So he gets them both. Clark, a big jump in scoring, but I think a lot of that is because of the prolific role players we have in the NBA now.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. When you think about starters putting up points and then you have guys that fortify benches and can get points in bunches, the first name that comes to mind for me, Lou Williams. A designated role of scoring the basketball in limited minutes. And when he gets it going, watch out. Nobody quite like Lou Williams putting it in the basket as a role player.
Celtics trail by 7. The pass to Brown. Passes it to Tatum. Over Cephalosha. Tatum's shot is off.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Harden the pass to House. Just 5 on the clock. The 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Wanamaker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. A putback. Harden grabs the miss. Rockets leading by 10. To the inside. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Brown. Here's Poirier. Dishes it to Smart. Brown wide open. He fires. Boston again missing. Houston's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Rivers kicks to Harden. Harden draws the double. Here's Rivers. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And the Rockets lead by 13.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Houston?
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
You know, one other thing that's clear is how well they're burying their jump shots here in the early going.
And the first one at the line is good. The Rockets making a switch here. McLemore is checked in. Celtics also with a sub. Williams, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
And so it's Houston with it. House dishes to Cephalosha. Now here's Rivers. He's tightly guarded.
just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
And Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
Here's Rivers. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Rivers kicks to House. Pass to McLemore. Now here's Rivers. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first. Brown the pass to Williams. No good with the layup.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Rivers bounce pass. The shot's good. Chandler's got his second bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Smart finds Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls. Williams drops them both. 58 seconds left in the first quarter. Rivers passes to McLemore. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Rivers to the paint. Chandler. And Chandler throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Now here's Smart. Out to the right wing. Williams kicks to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by House. Houston leading by 9. Pass to Rivers. From deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. James Harden getting it done for the Houston Rockets. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach Brad Stevens. He said they go way back.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Rivers out there with Ben McLemore. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Chandler, and it's House in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, if you were going to lose Kyrie Irving, why not replace him with Kemba Walker? The Celtics brought Walker in from Charlotte last offseason, and it looks like he's going to pay off big time in Boston. The Celtics didn't exactly do what they wanted the last couple of years, but with Walker and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and a hopefully healthy Gordon Hayward, the Celtics aren't exactly going to be in the lottery anytime soon either.
Well, you're right on that, D.A. They're still stocked, and we love Walker. He'll, I think, mix well with this team. Thank you. And here is Williams. Following the three from Austin Rivers. Shots good by Williams.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Rivers looking over the floor. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Smart. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And Wanamaker gets it to go.
Terrific steal. Smart doesn't take a lot of chances, but knows when to pick his spots.
And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for Houston.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. Westbrook comes in for Austin Rivers. Celtics also with a sub. Hayward's checked in. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And Tucker kicks to House. Shot clock at 5.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
The Rockets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Westbrook. Gordon's checked in for Danuel House. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Celtics. Kemba Walker comes in for Brad Wanamaker. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Here's Smart. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Westbrook passes to McLemore. Outside Gordon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Mark, a big part of your game was rebounding. You controlled the glass so well. What's one thing you would tell young viewers if they wanted to improve their rebounding?
You know, I'm a little bit out of the norm here, but the biggest thing to me for rebounding is pursuing the ball. Boxing out is important, but pursuing the ball and good timing are the most important elements of rebounding. And that's what I would have players focus on. Pursue the ball.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Gordon just continues to prove why he's so valuable. I mean, he knows he's out there to shoot the ball, and he does it very well.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Now here's Walker. Here's Williams. And no good. Good D by Covington. Kicks it to Westbrook. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Here's Smart, guarded by McLemore. Smart misses. Rockets leading by 5. And here's Covington from the arc. Connects from three-point range. Covington's got 5.
And that's just solid use of the pull-up there by Robert Covington. I mean, when the defense stays away from him, he has no problem letting it go.
They double-team Walker. Here's Smart. That one off the back iron and out.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jumper.
The Rockets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And McLemore drops them both. Here's Walker. There's the pass to Cantor. Back to Walker. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 6 points for him.
And, you know, even though Walker is just 6'1", he may not be that tall, folks. He is a creative scorer in a hard matchup. Great at making the defense pay inside.
Now here's Gordon. Passes it to McLemore. 5 to shoot. Hits it from three-point range. McLemore's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Walker dishes to Hayward. Pass to Cantor. Outside, Walker from downtown. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. James Harden, he's checked in for the Rockets. Celtics also with a sub. Tatum's checked in. Smart passes to Hayward. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Smart. There's the triple. They get it again. And Cantor able to finish.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Westbrook surveying the D. That's a bucket. His 3rd of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Westbrook. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. It's deflected. And here is Tatum. He's got 6. Pass to Walker. Back to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Walker.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Westbrook. Mark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin, I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age, and having them encourage me to keep going, and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
Here's Hayward, and that one good. And now it's just a 4-point Houston lead.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Westbrook kicks to Gordon. Back to Westbrook. And the foul on Marcus Smart. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in
Take a
every
break.
way,
Take a
and
break.
his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
That's good from Tucker.
You know, starting out in the D-League, then bouncing around the international circuit, Tucker took the long, hard road to get here.
The Rockets making a switch here. Cephalosha's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Celtics trail by 6. Walker dishes to Cantor. Tatum on the wing. He's got 8. Here's Hayward. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Westbrook. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Kemba Walker picks one up.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
For Houston, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Westbrook. And so he hits both. Celtics trail by 6. Walker with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. A floater, and Walker finishes it off. Walker's got 6 points in the quarter. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Kicks it out to Harden. And here's Gordon from outside. The rebound by the Celtics. Cantor's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Hayward. Harden grabs the miss.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. Brown is checked in for Boston. And he's good on the second. Celtics trail by 5. And Walker kicks to Cantor. Tatum on the wing. Releases. The Rockets pull it in.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And finished off by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Now here's Walker. He's got 10. And the pass to Tatum. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one's on Eric Gordon.
And Tatum does a little bit of everything, and he's especially skilled down low. Fantastic at drawing the defense into him and playing off the contact while he's going up for a shot.
And the first one drops. Guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
No good on the second free throw. Moves on moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
Walker against Rivers. Tatum passes to Wanamaker. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Ball stolen. Here's Tatum. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Man, I like the way Tatum plays through contact, stays with his shot no matter what the defense throws at him.
Now here's Rivers. He has 6. Pass to Harden. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And with all the accolades that James Harden has accumulated in his career, Clark, the one thing missing is a championship ring.
And, you know, there's no guarantees for however great you are individually that you'll win a championship. We've got a lot of great players that weren't able to get that done. But, you know, when you think about it, that's one thing that's keeping him from being in the all-time great shooting guard conversation in the eyes of some. Team success is critically important. Championships add to your resume, but I think at the end of the day, when you maximize your individual contributions, that should be worth something in terms of your recognition and accolades.
And he makes the first.
You know, it's nearly impossible trying to defend Harden. I mean, he has it all in his package. One of the best penetrators in the game. He's a great passer, and we know what he can do scoring the ball.
Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Houston. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Right side to Walker. Tyson Chandler pulls it in.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Back to Rivers. Pass to Chandler. Brown against Harden. Oh!
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden. So much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
Ball's knocked loose. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. A shot by Harden, wide open. Rebounded by the Celtics. 52 seconds left to play here in the half. Walker against Rivers. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Walker.
So slick and smooth with the ball in his hands. Walker enjoys breaking out these moves, cutting defenders to shreds with those ball skills.
Here is House. He's got 5. 6 to shoot. Poirier grabs the miss. Poirier's got his 5th rebound in this one. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Tatum showing you his force that time, being athletic and aggressive on the finish.
Harden with it. Lets it go from deep. Up in time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets on top, leading by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, but I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 18 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, they've gotten to the line tonight a lot. Basically, they're saying, I'm going to take it to you. And the only way you can stop me is to foul me. But here's the thing. If you're afraid to sacrifice your body, you'll never pick up a lot of free throws. So great job in the first half.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, they need to turn the heat up on D. Too often we saw them back on their heels, not dictating the pace. They allowed a shooting percentage in the high 50s. Remind me of my free throw percentage, the high 50s. Come on, guys.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the 3rd quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. On the floor for Boston, Tucker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Cantor in at the 5.
I think the mid-range, Jay, has always been one of Kemba Walker's strengths. The defense really can't allow him to get comfortable from that spot.
Here's Tucker. And it's off from 3-point range. Boston trailing. Right side Tatum. For the tie, and another basket for Boston.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
It sure is, Greg. It might be the strongest aspect of their offense here.
Now here's Harden. Let's go. And that one goes long.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Hayward. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Harden surveying the D. Tucker with the ball. He's against Cantor. Now Tucker, 5 points in the game. Here's Covington. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Covington is always looking to shoot the ball. I mean, which in turn forces defenders to get extra aggressive with him when he's going up with the shot.
And the level of detail that Robert Covington approaches defense with is just phenomenal. He is always prepared for his matchup.
Yeah, and that's why he's an outstanding defender, Kevin, because he's got the physical attributes. He's got excellent speed and quickness for a guy of his size, good length and strength, outstanding hands. But he does a nice job of studying his opponent and what he needs to do to be effective defensively. I think he's one of the better defenders in the game and on the wing.
Free throw drops for Covington.
Man, you got to love the intensity of Covington. I mean, he's a consistent shooter from beyond the arc, and he's a player that also isn't afraid to get dirty on the glass for rebounds. That's a nice combination, nice stroke, but still he'll do some dirty work too.
And both free throws good for Covington. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Pass to Canner. He kicks it to Tatum. Back to Canner. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up. The Celtics have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And the shot goes in. Westbrook's got 14 points for the game.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Outside Tatum. Now the pass to Canner. Here's Walker. Westbrook with the block. And it's the Rockets on the break. 18 feet out. And Covington gets it to go on the assist by Harden.
Boy, I love to see Covington blast off the floor. He's so good at reading angles and making himself a target in transition.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Here's Covington. No good that time. And the Celtics going the other way now. Round kicks to Hayward. Shoots over Covington. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Hayward.
Really love how Brown distributes the ball, keeping his eyes moving at all times.
Harden makes it off the glass. Harden's got 20 points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Walker dishes to Tatum. Cantor trying to free himself up. A nice shot by Tatum.
And the floor awareness of Walker impressive there as he got the ball to the open man.
For Houston, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Westbrook up top, guarded by Walker. Westbrook passes to Gordon. Good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Celtics trail by 4. Here's Walker. 14 points for him. Passes to Tatum. Pass to Canner. Just 4 to shoot. Tipped away. Covington with the steal. And here's the fast break. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Man, I'm impressed by the level of concentration Covington has on these difficult finishes. I mean, in this league, you have to get used to making shots despite being bumped a little bit or being challenged at a high level.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
And Kevin, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Just what they like to see from Walker. Awareness of the entire court and taking advantage of the best option.
Westbrook passes to Gordon. Back to Westbrook. The three from Harden. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
And he slams it one-handed.
Yeah, you know, Tucker's a little undersized, but he makes up for it with leaping ability and reach.
They double-team Walker. Three-pointer. Count it, and the Houston lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Cantor. Cantor's got 5 points now this quarter. Outside Gordon. It's Covington on the wing. Gordon against Walker. Stolen by Walker. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Boy, this little fella, Kemba Walker, is a treat to watch, especially when he takes it all the way to the cup. He's got explosive speed and finishes with ease on the drive.
Now, here's Westbrook. He's got 16. Harden outside. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Covington. Rebound, Boston. And here is Brown. 12 points for him for the lead, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And during his time in Charlotte, so much fell on the shoulders of Kemba Walker.
Yeah, you think about it. The first 8 years of his time in Charlotte, he did not play with an all-star teammate, but he managed to not complain or whine about it, does his job at a high level, and has proved that he's an all-star player himself.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Well, one thing you've got to know about Kemba Walker is that this guy can go off at any time. A dynamic scorer that also possesses the killer instinct. And when he gets it going, watch out. It can snowball into a dominating performance.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. That one drops. He ties it up. And for Walker, who stayed 3 years at UConn, Clark, he just keeps getting better on the offensive end.
Boy, Kemba Walker is one of the most dynamic little guys we've had in the league in its history. I mean, his ability to score from outside and inside, really hard to match and quite special. He's the type of player who always is surprising you on the upside.
And here's Walker. Following the 3 from Austin Rivers. Stolen by Rivers. Pass to House. Picked him clean. Now here's Walker. 17 points in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, for somebody who's not the biggest or strongest guy out there, Walker is not afraid to get it done inside. A lot of times he gets to the line because he's fearless in attacking the paint.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Hey, and that explosiveness of Walker is sometimes just mesmerizing. A quick-footed guard with a superb shooting stroke to match.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Tyson Chandler. And he sinks the second. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Floats one, Tucker, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Shots good by Walker.
I think scoring is what Walker does best. He's phenomenal at that aspect of the game. He scores in a lot of ways.
The pass to House. Back to McLemore. Passes it to Rivers. And Smart over to help. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count it, good. And that's 11 points for Austin Rivers. Celtics trail by 4. Walker the pass to Poirier. Kicks it to Smart. That shot's off. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots. Puts one up from 19. That's good from McLemore on the assist by House. 7 points for Ben McLemore. Rivers against Walker. Pass to Smart. Back to Walker. On the top of the key. They get the rebound. A nice shot by Poirier.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here is House. He's got 5. McLemore with the ball. Pass to Cephalosha. Shot clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot. House the pass to Rivers. Off target with his 3.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Here's McLemore. Kemba Walker making his last shot. McLemore the pass to House. And Tucker kicks to House. Up top, McLemore. 7 points in the game. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. McLemore's got 9. Celtics trail by 4. And now the first timeout called here for Boston. The Rockets making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Celtics. And the Celtics with possession here. Trailing by 4. A minute 20 left here in the third quarter. 5 on the clock. With the shot. No good off the back of the rim.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Westbrook, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Well, we'll see if they have the awareness to realize that.
Inside, Houston moving it around. Now here's McLemore outside. A three-pointer is right on target. McLemore's got 12 in the game. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for Boston. 7-point differential. Down low and finished off by Brown.
Boy, it's so much fun seeing Brown drop the hammer. Just an amazing dunker who bashes the basket.
Outside Westbrook. From deep three-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Rockets lead by 5. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. And so in the game for the Rockets, we've got Robert Covington. Then McLemore is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Gordon, and it's Tucker in at the 5 down low. Gordon, the pass to McLemore. He kicks to Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Brown.
Hey, how about that defensive hustle by Jaylen Brown? I mean, just not giving this man any room to feel comfortable.
Smart dishes to Williams. No good that time. Good D by Covington. And they're moving it up. In the corner, it's McLemore. And there's the pass to Westbrook. And here's Covington. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Covington kicks to Westbrook. Over Williams. Rebounded by the Celtics. Poirier's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
And Kevin, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Now here's Gordon. Covington passes to Gordon. To the middle. The kick out to Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. To the paint. Intercepted. And here comes Brown. Leading the fast break. And Brown throws it down.
And Brown runs the floor like a locomotive, 225 pounds. And wrecks defenses in transition.
Now here's Westbrook. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Houston.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. James Harden, he's checked in for Ben McLemore. And the Celtics making a change here. And so Westbrook makes them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Outside Tatum. There's the double team with Westbrook. Clock at 4. Here's Wanamaker. Good D by Westbrook. Rockets leading by 3. And here they go. And it's Harden slamming it down.
Man, it's always fun watching Harden get going. I mean, he can spray you from outside or slay you from inside. And it's usually pick your poison.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense has taken a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Brown, good. Now just a 1-point Rocket lead.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint. One triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Hayward against Harden. Here's Wanamaker. It's good.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Here's Gordon. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 4 assists in the game.
And Gordon doing a nice job measuring these inside shots well. I mean, has a solid, quick release pretty much from anywhere on the floor.
Wanamaker, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Russell Westbrook.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. And it's Harden with the ball for Houston. And Harden with the stuff.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Wanamaker looking over the floor. Passes it to Cantor. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Westbrook dishes to Gordon. Westbrook double team. Kicks it out to Gordon. Westbrook, and Westbrook is right there. Westbrook's got 20 points.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Here's Wanamaker, and Hayward with the stuff.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
Kemba Walker's checked in for Brad Wanamaker. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys?
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Shot's good by Walker. So it's the Rockets now. Now Westbrook. Outside Gordon. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by Brown.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Now here's Westbrook. Shot to stop the run, and it's good on the way in. Westbrook's got 22.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
And, Kevin, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you could ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he plays with no fear, and he certainly knows how to put the ball in the basket. And, you know, if you throw it up, Tatum will go get it now. He's a really good athlete. You can't let him roam free like that.
Pass to Tucker. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And it's Brown missing.
Boy, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Hayward. The shot that time, not on target. Harden with the defensive effort. Here's Gordon. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
He gets it in there.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Walker against Westbrook to tie it up. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
Tell you what, for a guy who's inconsistent from three, Tucker's showing you he can be scary out there at times for a defense.
Now here's Walker. The pass to Tatum. Back to Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Second chance shot. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Robert Covington picks one up.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
One shot.
A free throw off from Cantor. Houston's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Oh, that's blocked. Up top, Tatum, guarded by Harden. It's good. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing. Hey, and with Brown, guys, it doesn't matter what point in the game it is. I mean, he's ready to shoot whenever he has the ball in a good spot.
And it's the Rockets with the ball after the basket by Boston. Takes it from 10. Harden with the bucket, getting it done inside. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Hayward can't hit. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Lays it up and banks it in. It's a tie ball game.
Oh, yeah, just 2 of 8 here in the 4th quarter from the field, just struggling with the game in the balance.
Here's Walker. Westbrook with the block. They retain possession. Brown, good. And for Houston, they're shooting 57% in this 4th quarter. Double team on Westbrook. Tucker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, hard to corral the energy that P.J. Tucker plays with, and he gets in there and mixes it up, and he'll go to the line.
The first one falls. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his 5th foul. Here's Brown. To the inside. Stolen by Tucker.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
And here's Harden for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Harden's got 11 in the second half. Boston trailing. Walker looking for an opening. And yes, it's good.
That is why they give it to Walker. You can trust him to make smart decisions in big spots.
Passes it to Gordon. Harden against Brown. Harden draws the double. Back to Gordon. Pocket 6. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 6 assists in the game.
Watching Gordon go to work in moments like this, priceless. Shows he's not afraid to take big shots.
Now here's Walker. Shoots over Covington. Reverses. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Enes Kanter.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Harden draws the double inside. It's tipped, and he's able to get it back. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Pass to Walker.
No doubt about it. Walker has got the touch.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're trailing by 1. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kemba Walker.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. Harden. It's in!
This is exactly what happens when you allow James Harden to heat up.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 1. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
It's Westbrook. Right side to Walker, over Westbrook. Moves back up. It's good.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're behind by 1. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
.23 seconds left in the game. Harden kicks to Gordon. Back to Harden. Shot from the wing. Ooh, off wide. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
The first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.